Okay, so I started off on school. Yes, it was a school day. So me and her were just fighting, what normal friends do, but it was for something very, very dumb. That was the dumbest thing I ever heard. We were fighting because we didn't share. She was fighting because I didn't share my chips. Hashtag Lays. And I was like, all because of Lays? Yes, some classic Lays. We were still fighting. And then she's like, OMG, you never share. And this is where the part comes. After that, I'm like, whatever. I go walking to one of my friends. Let's call her Tiffany, because I'm not going to mention any names. I go walking up to her. And when I do, I see her. I'm like, oh my gosh, she just got mad at me for a dumb reason. Let's call her Gabby. I was like, she got mad at me for a dumb reason. Just because I didn't share my chips. Like, they're my chips. I don't have to share. And then she's like, does she share with you? I was like, yeah, but I wasn't being selfish. I wasn't in her house. I just told her she could come over to my house to hang out. And I never told her I was going to buy chips. Like, I'm not going to tell her because before she called me saying, can I go hang out? I already had the chips. So she got mad. And she's like, because of that, that's actually a dumb reason. Like, if that ruins your relationship, that's really, really dumb. It's like, you know what? That is dumb. So I see her while she's talking to one of her friends. Gabby's like talking, and she's looking at me like with a weird face. Like, she's so annoying. Like, a face that's mad. And I look, and I'm like, I turn back to my friend. I'm like, do you think she's talking about me? She's talking behind me, my back. Like, what else would she be looking at me while she's talking? Because you know when a person's talking behind your back, because they look at you. Unless a boy is talking about you, they might like you. But I was like, wow, she might be talking about me. So I go up, and she's like, oh, hi. And I was like, hi. I was like, you know what? If you're talking behind my back, I do not care. You know what? You're a fake friend anyways. I don't want to be your friend. She's like, that's what I was just going to tell you. You're fake too. You never shared chips, and that's rude. It's like, they're just chips. You ruined our relationship just because of chips. For reals. That is dumb. Really, really, really dumb. So, while I was doing that, there was a musical on our school, and it was around lunch, but like in the middle of lunch there was a musical, there was a bunch of people. At the end it finishes, and then I see her, and it's like lunch and we have to line up, and I see her and she's like blah 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 blah, talking to girls while she's staring at me, saying juicy gossip supposedly, and I don't know what she was saying because I wasn't there. And then after that, I go up to her and I was like, what were you saying to them? And I go outside with my lunch, and when I'm outside, these these girls with like being rude, they come up to me. And like, let's say they were very, very, very rude. Like, one of the first girls was like a girl I knew. Well, I don't know her. I never knew her. And I never knew her my entire life. Like, I don't even know if I ever talked to her. But, like, there was a rumor that she puts toilet paper in her boobs to make them bigger. And that was a rumor, and it was actually true. The other girls I knew, and they were like, they hated me for some reason. I know one of the girls that, I'm not going to mention name. Let's call her Lily. She hated me because I made her cry. I was her friend before, and yeah, I think she wanted revenge. And those girls were total. What do I say? Fake. So, they were fake. As my friend, and while she was like, I swear I didn't say anything, the girls come up and they're like, you're lesbian? Like, you kiss a girl? And I was like, like, just standing there like an idiot. And these girls, let me just tell you, they're popular. They're like the version of Mean Girls. Like, talking about Mean Girls is a really good movie. By the way, you guys, go buy the movie on YouTube. It's a wonderful movie. Like, it's everything It's like a goals, like it's beautiful. And after that, I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? In my mind, I was like, oh my gosh, she told them. Was it her or was it anyone else? Because I remember exactly, I never told anyone that I kissed the girl. It was only her. And in my mind, I was like, I wanted to tell that dumb girl that it's called being bisexual. And I wanted to tell her it's not called lesbians being bisexual, but I didn't have the guts because, like, I'm a little afraid of stuff. And while they're talking to me, I just look and I stare at them. Like, I stare at the ground. And then I stare at one of them, the girl in the middle that just came up to me and was like, I'm G, blah, blah, blah. And then while I was looking at them, I was in my mind, did she really, really, really tell them? Because if she did, I'm going to kill her. So I wasn't sure if she told them. And if she did, I would have been really, really sad. So after that, well, not after that, the girl just stands there for like a couple of 6 or 10 minutes, talking, talking, and talking. I was not listening to them. I was back, just right there, closing my eyes. But they were in their little group and they were talking a little. And it's like they were saying gossip about me. Like they were like talking, talking. Just remind you, there was like 5 or 6 girls. I think there was 5. But they were talking about me. They're like blah 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 blah. And yeah, here's how they basically remind me of. They remind me of Mean Girls, and I really, really hate them all. Yes, they were just like the plastics, but worse. Like they were. And then after that, I go crying, and I go running to a teacher because my depression was very, very sad. I felt sad in any moment. And yes, I would do self-harm to myself because I don't know, being bisexual, it was hard to tell people who was truly who I was. Okay, so after that, my friend was like, let's go find a teacher. So when we went to go find a teacher, we found one. And when we found one, I was crying. They're like, it's gonna be okay, just give us some time, blah 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 blah. And yeah, after that, like when the rumors started, the girls that were like my friend, the girls left because they saw me went crying. And then after that, I went to go with my friend in the lunch line. I already got my lunch, but I went to take her to the lunch line. And after that, I saw those 2 girls, Lily, and then let's call the other girl Sally. So I saw Sally, and Sally's one of those girls that I definitely hate in my entire life. So Lily was just there. She's like, why are you looking at her? She's like, we know you're lesbian. And then I was like, no. And then after that, the girl, Sally, was like, you're looking at me because you want to be me? Because I'm so pretty. You probably like me. Ew. Like, oh my gosh, you're lesbian. Like, oh my gosh, it's so gross. Ah! A girl likes me. Ugh, I'd rather be liked by a cow than you. And in my mind, I was like, girl, what you talking about? You're already a cow. So after that, I was like, yeah, whatever. And then one of the girls left to the bathroom, and I was like, listen up, Lily. You're gonna tell me who told you that rumor. If you don't, I'm gonna go spill it out to the principal that you said something about me, okay? She's like, okay, fine. It was your friend with, like, the curly hair. And I was like, her? She's like, yeah, she told us. I was like, are you sure she told you? She's like, yeah, she told us. And just to keep layers, the one with the curly hair was my friend that betrayed me. Hashtag Gabby. So after that, that happened, and yeah. Yes, after that, I noticed she was a fake friend. After that, we went to the counselor. I told them everything. They solved it, and she was like, I'm very sorry. And then after that, I learned that she was definitely a fake friend. And that's my story, how I learned she was fake. And yes, I know words can hurt, and fake friends can also hurt you. But then after that, a few months later passed, and her sister wanted me to be her friends again. So I gave it a shot. But now for days. We do enjoy ourselves, but deep inside, I know she's fake. I know she truly doesn't care about me. And whenever she means something, whenever she says she means something, I know she doesn't mean it. Just like any fake friend. So, yeah, remember that. That was one of my embarrassing days of my life. And yes, the entire school heard about it. And yeah, she basically screwed up my life. And after that, I saw the mistake that being bisexual, you don't have to hide from it. The way me and her still laugh, talk, and do that stuff, but she'll always be a fake friend to me. But someday I'll have the courage to tell. Remember, never change yourself for somebody else. Make sure to subscribe and like. And yes, that's my story. Enjoy.